Hi, this is Ramu, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In last class, we have seen what is a class and what is the object, and the difference between the class and object, right? In today's class, we are going to see what is a constructor and what is a destructor, right? What is the purpose of the constructor? What is the purpose of the destructor? Constructor, the main purpose of the constructor is for creating an object. Object creation means allocation of the memory. Destructors means destroying. Means the automatic garbage collection is also called as a garbage collection. Means the objects which are not used, not in the use, we're going to delete the objects by manually also. It's possible in the Python. Java supports a automatic garbage collections. In the Python also supports a automatic garbage collection. Let us see the constructor. Constructor is a method is a by automatically it will call when an object create. Please note this. When an object creates, the constructor will call automatically. The constructor is like a method by allocating a memory to the particular object. So generally in C and as well as Java, class name as a constructor, but here have a different representation for the constructor. That is the init, right? The two underscores and two n underscores. Please note this: the two underscores, int and two underscores is a function. The special function gets called when you are creating an object. When you create an object, it will call and it will allocate a memory. Allocate a memory. See, here complex number is in a class. Complex number is a class. For this class, I am going to create a one constructor. See, def of init. Def of init with the two underscores. Two underscores. Right? Self. Please note this: the constructor, all the methods which are related to the object, needs to represent with the self. When you represent the self means there is a object. It is a object method. It is a object variable. That is the purpose of the self, right? Or followed by the these are the default arguments you know already. These are the default arguments we already discussed. If you not paused anything, by default it takes a value as 0. If you paused, it can take the particular values which you paused in the particular constructor, object constructor. Right? So, what are the operations required? You just write it here. That's all. Right? We'll see in the editor clearly with a simple example. See what they did here. They paused 2 and 3 and they created an object. You know, you have seen how to create an object. When you create an object, the 2 is passed to here and 3 is passed to here, and these values are applied to the 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Right? This is the way we are going to write a constructor. How to delete the variables or how to perform destructor. I'll tell you how to delete a variable. See, del is a keyword. Del is a keyword. Del is a keyword. By using del keyword, we are going to delete the variables, objects, whatever it may be. Right? And destructor. See, this is the way you are creating this is a constructor, right? This is a constructor and this is the destructor. This is the destructor. By using same, the two underscores and two n underscores with the del keyword. Here I wrote a del. For example, when I create an object, it calls first example of instance. When I perform del of object, by default it calls del of object means destructor called an example deleted. Example deleted. After this operation, you don't have a permission to use and you don't have an option to use object or obj object. I will demonstrate on the editor. See, this is a student class, right? This is the student class. First, we create a small constructor, right? Empty constructor. See, def is an also method, right? It is a method. Should use a def as a by default. Def of two underscores and init. and 2 underscores. Don't forget to write a self, even it is a empty constructor. Student has a 2 variables, right? So name, right? Name. And the name is what is the name of the particular student is, for example, we don't pause anything, right? So by default, I'm going to take Ram and roll number equal to, I'm going to take roll number as 580 and I'm going to write college name. Please note this, the college name should be same for all our students, right? IARE. Here I'm going to create a first object. S1 equal to student of. This is the first object, right? S2 equal to student. Right? After that, what I'm going to do, print S1 dot name, comma, S1 dot roll number, capital R, right? S1 dot roll number, comma, S1 dot what is our college name? C is small letter, right? So Python is case sensitive. You should write case variables very carefully, right? Next, I'm going to write S2 and S2 and S2. Here I wrote that small, right? Yes, small s. Let us see what is the output of this program. What it is called, student object has no attributes of name. Student object. Okay, right? Here, when you write like this, even you wrote, it doesn't consider it is an object, instance, the characteristic of the particular object. Please note this, if you want to represent the particular name as the particular representative class, then you should mention that one as a self, right? Should mention this one as self dot roll number. Then you can run it. Got it? Ramu 580 IARE. Ramu 580 IARE. Please note this. Earlier, for example, this then it is called. This kind of variable is called. Please note this kind of variable is called local variable. And this kind of variable is called object or instance variable. And this variable is called class variable. This is same for all objects. Please note this. For all objects, this is same. That is the difference. Local variable, class variable, instance variable. In the Infosys, they may ask the question, how many class variables are there in the given program? Yes, only one. How many instance variables are there in the given program? How many selves are there? Only one, right? One. How many local variables? Yes, this is the local variable. This is the instance variable, and this is the class variable. Please note this is a very, very important bit in Infosys point of view. In Infosys, they ask that how many local variables, how many instance variables, how many class variables are there in the given program. They'll ask that like that. Now, it is clear, I think. Next, I'll see how to parse the data. So now, even if you run this program, you're getting the same data. But if you write, so what I'm going to do is name, right? Name and roll number. You just apply n here are here, right? So by default, we'll take that none. By default, even if you pause nothing, then you can print like this. Then after that, if you print this one, see what is the output? Yes, should use self, right? Otherwise, it treated as a local variable. Now IARE. Now, if you pass RAM 580, Raj 980. Got it? Ram Raj. College name is same, right? When the same characteristic, same value for all the objects, then you can treat it as a, sometimes it is called as a static also. Sometimes it's called as a static also, right? Ram and Raj. Is this clear? Is this clear? This is the way you are going to perform characteristics, right? For example, after creation, if you apply del of S1, then you run it. But S is not defined. What is the reason? Name S1 is not defined. Reason is you perform deletion, means it is a garbage, automatic garbage collection means, but you performed in middle you perform delete del of S1. Del of S1 means S1 is not exist. So from this point, S1 is deleted. From this point, S1 is deleted. If you want more clear, you just write a function for that one also. Del of, so self print deleted. Yes. Have you observed this one? Deleted. The S1 is deleted. S1 is deleted. The reason S1 is not defined. If you make it this one as hash, then you can see you're getting the output. Is this clear? Here, del is a keyword. The keyword is used to call the constructor, as also even if you didn't write any constructor, by default it is going to delete the particular variable or particular object. That is the purpose of the del keyword. A del is this is the called as a destructor, to delete or to destroy allocated memory for the particular object. And this is the process of creating an object and allocating a memory for the particular object. That is the purpose of the constructor. Is this clear? So here, this is the parameterized constructor and default constructor also I have seen, right? And del is a keyword to call the particular constructor. And any variations, and my suggestion is try to apply the various variations on the given constructors. Then you understand what is a local variable and what is the particular roles for the local variable and what is the particular roles for the instance variable, what is the particular roles for the class variable, right? If you perform even see, for example, S1 dot college name is there, right? For example, here I'm going to apply S1 dot college name equal to MLR. Then see what is the output here. Only it is going to change the particular object only. So by default, it will retrieve the IARE. Only it changed for the only particular object only. For example, suppose 100 members are there. Only 2 or 3 members has a MLR. Remaining all are from IARE. Then so no need to write for everyone as a IARE by default. So if, suppose I want to make a IARE for the default for the all the objects, then I can make it as a class variable. See, like this. Only where I want to change, I use this kind of syntax. Is this clear? This is the way you are going to create a class variable. This is the way you are going to create an instance variable. This is the way you are going to create a local variable. The constructor and destructor. I hope people are clear with the what is a class and what is the object, right? As well as what is a constructor, what is a destructor, and how to pass the parameters also, right? The next class we are going to see the inheritance. Okay, thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.